In my book, Contracting for Cloud Services, includes a 137-point checklist of all the key elements, in my mind, that you should consider when you're adopting a cloud solution. Some examples, some key examples would be data location. You're storing your data out in the cloud. Where is it actually going to be located? And that's important for a number of reasons, but mostly in relation to the law. One thing you have to think about is then look at the definitions pertinent to the SLA. Oftentimes the definitions will exclude from the definition of downtime any downtime that was already previously scheduled or announced for maintenance or fixes. If suddenly your 99.9% uptime is actually less than that, but it doesn't count against your downtime. When you're building in an SLA into your contract, you want to be sure to include some form of remedy so that it's enforceable. Sometimes you can think more creatively, and it's kind of a case by case depending upon your needs, but you want to think what will motivate the performance that you need. If you do build in a financial credit, you want to think about the process behind that. How will that be triggered? Some vendor contracts will say you, the customer, need to proactively monitor this and notify them. Right? So is that going to meet your needs? That takes effort. Can you push back on the vendor to have some form of dashboard of service and system availability? A couple contract items that people don't always think about, particularly with a cloud solution, is think about functionality. A lot of times a standard cloud contract will just have a name of a product or a service without describing what it does. So it's important to include some, at least broad level description of the functionality you expect to get out of this service. I look at the contract as the place to state what those minimum security requirements are that you would need the cloud vendor to have in place to meet your requirements. One of the things I advise people to think about first and foremost is, before negotiating or certainly for signing an agreement, is what is your exit strategy? Now, I know this sounds a lot like find your divorce lawyer before you get married, but that's the key element, right? You're in there as a service, getting this service, and you need to know how you're going to get out of that.